Hi, I'm Matt with eTrailer, and today we're talking about the Kuat Switch Ski and Snowboard Carrier on top of our 2020 Toyota Highlander. Now this is a great option if you're looking at hauling 4 skis or 2 snowboards from point A to point B, and you want a more clean finish to the top of your roof. Now you can get this in a larger size, and that's going to be the 6 ski and 4 snowboard carrier. Using this carrier is pretty easy. All you have to do is hit these large buttons. That's part of the reason why I do like it. And to get your skis, I'm actually going to have to step inside of my vehicle. Now with my skis off, I can hit the slopes. And to secure it down, all you have to do is push down on it until it clicks into place. And the same thing on the other side. Now you'll notice we do have this rubber molding on the inside, and that's in place so your skis don't slide around and scratch each other up. You can also notice we do have this lock core on the side of here, and that's just to ensure no one can come by and take your skis off of here. Moving down to the clamps, we're going to have this rubber strap that goes all the way around and secures to this other side with this metal bar. The way you tighten this down is with a security tool on the other side, and I can give or take on this system a little bit because this metal bar can be a little bit tricky to remove sometimes, even when you do loosen this up. Let's get some measurements on how this is going to sit up here now. So first I'm going to get the height. So going from the top of the crossbar to the top of the carrier, that's going to be a little bit under 6 inches, which isn't too bad. What I recommend doing is just taking the total height of your system plus your crossbars and then adding your carrier on top of that so you know what areas you can make it under. Now, when you're not carrying any skis with these on, you can actually fold these down. So if you pull on this tab at the very front of it and rotate it over, you notice it's going to save you a lot of space. The exact amount is just going to be about 2.5 inches now. So that's going to save you a lot of space. Now for the overall length is going to take up on the crossbars. These crossbars we have today are going to be factory, so they come with our car, and they're going to be 38 inches, while the carrier itself is about 25 inches. So that's going to take up a majority of that crossbar space. Now if you have any really small items or accessories, you might be able to place that up there too, but there's definitely no guarantees. And lastly, since this is a factory crossbar, that's going to affect our spread. So it's going to be the same no matter what, unless you don't have the factory crossbars. So going to the front of one to the front of the other, these are going to sit just about 32 inches. So make sure your skis will be able to fit on that. As far as how it's going to look when it's up here, I'm actually a fan of it because we do have that matte finish to it. It's really going to match the crossbars or the factory crossbars we have today, and I really think it matches the aesthetic of the vehicle we have today. Now overall, I think this is going to be a great system for you if you're just looking for something to get you from point A to point B and has the ability to fold up and save some space on top. Now if you don't like climbing into your vehicle to grab your skis, what I'd recommend is a Kuat Grip Ski and Snowboard Carrier, because it's going to have trays that pull out, so you don't even have to step in your vehicle. You can just reach up on the side. Now that is going to be a little bit more premium at a higher cost rate, but it's going to make things a lot easier to use. But if you're fine with just how these works, just getting your skis from point A to point B, then I think it's going to be a great option for you. But that's just a look at some of the features of the Kuat Switch Ski and Snowboard Carrier on top of our 2020 Toyota Highlander.